when you're going to the basket. And this is a very inexperienced team in UT Martin.
How about this maneuver from Gak?
Oh
and then somehow he backed it in, spinning and winning, twisting and scoring, and it's a career-high game. Trevin Brazil, we're about to have showtime. Brazil with the hammer!
The whole crowd knew what was coming.
Hey, I think that ankle's feeling okay.
Yeah, it's feeling better.
That was 70 feet of Trevin Brazil with a highlight finish.
These for other players.
Hasn't touched it
little
yet.
drive action here.
Porter, 5 threes in the first half. How about another 29 for Javon Porter, and the Lions back up by 1. That was a rough first half for the Razorbacks, trailing by 5 to the Roadrunners. Bring it back courtside. Brett Dolan, Manny Watkins, thanks again for joining us. We talked about Primo Spears at the top of the broadcast, and he's finding a way again to get his points. 3:08 to go to decide the championship. Wyoming and LMU tied at 64 apiece. Back courtside, Brett Dolan, Chris Walker. This game has more twists and turns than the water slide I was on this morning here at the resort. What do both of these teams need to do to finish off and win this game?
First of all, I didn't know you did the water slide.
Oh, yeah.
You know what they're going to have to do? Stan Johnson.
Tons of really cool markers and pens, and they just draw and color and spend a lot of time with data while I'm watching film.
Well, I love that. Of course, what Division I coach doesn't have a unicorn crayon kit in his office, but this is some of the handiwork from his kids, and such a family man, and they made that move to Martin, and having a good time.
That's good stuff right there. Coach Schulman might be saying those are his kids, but that's probably what he does in his free time in the office. He's playing with the crayons. And
stress reliever, maybe.
And is it crayons or crowns? How do you say it?
I say crayons.
I say crowns, but obviously
maybe it's an Iowa.
My older age,
Ohio
I know I'm wrong. Yes.
Now, his uncle, John Schulman, is the head coach of Central Arkansas, about 30 minutes from here, and he was the most interesting coach I've met all season. John, taking over the Bears. They're on the road, so they're not in town. They're not playing. But how about uncle and nephew both getting Division I head coaching jobs about the same time frame?
Isn't that crazy? But, Coach Schulman, his uncle has been a Division I head coach before.
Spent a lot of time at Division II and then worked his way back to the Division I ranks. He was in Huntsville.
Alabama, Huntsville, Chattanooga.
Gak following his own miss. Somehow he gets that pass out to Bellion. Lawson steps back for the 3, and they're falling today.
He has some talent from behind the arc. Does he not have a pure shot? Well, again, we talked about it in the open. He's won 2 games on last-second shots this year. SEMO, and then he scored the last 8 points for Little Rock in the win at UT Martin, including the game winner.
He'll pass up the 3 for the lay-in, but Bellion couldn't finish. Remember, UT Martin had a 1-point lead at the half, so this second has really been dominated by the Trojans. UT Martin has made 10 threes, but points in the paint right here, they have been tough to come by. And there's finally a basket. That has been a danger zone for the Skyhawks, but Cortillo hits.
Coach Schulman talks about how he's just a dog, a pit bull, a high motor, winner kind of guy.
Richie, any thought that the Trojans won't bleed as many seconds as they can in these possessions?
I'm sure they're going to, unless they get wide open looks like that.
But that miss provides some hope.
The way UT Martin plays, though, you can never count them out. Great pass up the floor, couldn't handle it. But the way they play a high possession game, you can't count them out quite yet. 5 minutes to go, I know it's 11 points, but they can turn things in a hurry. You saw how beginning of the game, they just came out in flurries, knocking down shots. Can't get too complacent if you're Little Rock. Oh, there's an extension.
And then Wilkinson with another 3. Both teams in double figures and made 3-point baskets in the game.
Little Rock shooting almost 50% for the second half. And then you have UT Martin shooting about 25% here in the second half. Working the ball, get ball reversals. I mean, one thing I always thought UT Martin was so good at was getting ball reversals and doing it in a hurry. They got 2 or 3 already in this possession, and it led to that. Just not converting the layups.
There's another one, Richie.
They're getting the looks Just not converting the layups.
I think your point earlier about the blocks and the length, I think there's a little voice in the back of some of these players' mind that I'm going to get stuffed.
And everybody knows Little Rock is so good defensively. They block a lot of shots. That makes you nervous when you're going to the basket. And this is a very inexperienced team in UT Martin.
How about this maneuver from Gak?
Oh my
and then
goodness.
somehow he backed it in, spinning and winning, twisting and scoring, and it's a career-high game.
That was special.
That was fun.
That was special,
I don't know if he meant to bank it, but it worked out.
Is this an and one video? What is this?
Gak, again, the player that was suspended for 3 games after the last UT Martin game. Boy, that was fun, though, Richie. So the Roadrunners do get the ball back. They do not get a possibility for a layup, though, and a putback. Four made threes for UTSA, 3 made free throws, so the shots have been a little more difficult to come by here in the second half. Trevin Brazil, we're about to have showtime. Brazil with the hammer!
The whole crowd knew what was coming.
Hey, I think that ankle's feeling okay.
Yeah, it's feeling better.
That was 70 feet of Trevin Brazil with a highlight finish. Wouldn't you love to be able to do that just once?
Yeah, just one time in life.
Trevin did not start. Spears with a miss, and there's Brazil with the rebound. Arkansas has a chance to take their largest lead of the game, and Boogie Flan will get it on his first points of this contest.
UTSA is going to need a basket here.
Maybe danger time for the Roadrunners. Arkansas just couldn't turn UTSA over in that first half, but Manny, how about this one?
Right there, Trevin Brazil. And the whole crowd got ready for it. Take off. I never know what did the rims do to Trevin Brazil. The way he punches.
He takes out some anger, doesn't
he takes out some anger. Like, I know you haven't been making shots, or might have been an invisible rim, lid on the rim, but
he flushes it so hard the ball hits himself after it goes through and ricochets away.
Anger in those dunks. I like it, though.
Smith going to work, and the 6'9" senior Buffalo transfer with the basket. Janivia Smith. Nelly Davis, he loves the alleys. Trevin Brazil loves the oops.
That was a little more graceful. He must have heard us. He said, okay, I'll be a little nicer.
He was so far above the rim, had he held on, he might have hurt himself.
You can throw it anywhere in the general vicinity, and he's coming down with it.
Well,
really
the
unfair.
athleticism of TB is on display here in the last couple of minutes. Arkansas does enjoy their largest lead, and they might get another turnover and will. Wanted to see Brazil run the floor. How about Hero instead? DJ Wagner with the left hand. UTSA needs a timeout. The Razorbacks on quite a run. And Manny, all of a sudden, this has become a highlight reel in the last few minutes.
When you have Trevin Brazil on your team, at any moment there could be a highlight. Nelly Davis throws it up there, and go get it, young man.